This is the Cornerman Radio, Barzini and Boxingeye. All right, let's talk about this. Alvarez versus Stevenson. Yes, Alvarez been the mandatory since November when he beat Chilembe in November of 2015. It's not really 2 years. November will be 2 years, but he's been waiting almost 2 years, right? And he's now beat Butte and Pascal. But these guys he has beat has come off for how many losses since Alvarez fought them? Like, come on now. I know you're trying to build him up. I don't want to see this shit. It's like Stevenson should have fought him last night, not later on in the fall. I don't want to see, because Stevenson only gonna fight twice this year, and then we have to settle with him fighting Forfara and Alvarez. Get the fuck out of here! I don't want to see it. Stevenson is gonna beat the shit out of him. This is my favorite light heavyweight, but I just don't want to see this shit. Alvarez need to fight Artur Beterbiev. That's who he needs to fight. But let's get into this fight. I just see Stevenson beating him, man. I don't want to see it. I don't care about this fight. I don't care how long you've been waiting for a mandatory. You should have fought him in June 3rd. I just don't want to see this bullshit. What's your take on this shit, man?
Should have happened last night, but instead we got, Stevenson did not have to do the rematch versus Forfara last night. To me, he dominated Forfara the first fight. Just because Forfara got him with that one right hand that just, sat him down, he got up. The fuck? Stevenson is, Alvarez, you see him, he's a big, strong type of machine. But Pascal is coming off with devastating losses to Kovalev, but he was still the sneakier, smarter fighter in there. He was throwing some sneaky body shots. He didn't have enough to go against this machine that was overpowering him. Double jab. I would have loved to see that fight last night, because I feel like Stevenson is just too smart, has way too much of a boxing IQ, carved that dude up like a steak with that straight left hand that Stevenson uses beautifully, better than anybody since Antonio Tarver with that shit. The kid is nice, Superman Stevenson. People can only be mad at him because he hasn't took the fights that we want to see him in, but when you see him in that ring, there is no denying the dude is nice with it. You know what I mean? He's slick, sneaky, everything you want from a fighter. I knew he was going to carve up Forfara. Was talking so much shit before that fight. It's fucking ridiculous. You try to hype yourself up because it was the only boxing on last night. But Adonis Stevenson versus Alvarez should have happened last night. I don't know who didn't want who. Fuck it. I agree with you. Fuck Alvarez. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it now. I already know what's going to happen from what I watched last night. Even though they weren't in the ring with each other, I could already just tell by watching as a motherfucking boxing fan that knows boxing what the fuck is going to happen in that fight. So please, spare me the mandatory shit. Send Alvarez to fight Beterbiev. They're both Montreal, Quebec, Canada fighters. You know what I mean? Let me see who's the better machine, because they're both fucking robotic. You know what I mean? Real robot. Don't get me wrong. They're athletic. They're great in shape with so much gas in their tank, guys. And I think Beterbiev has the better power, but who knows? Alvarez, he could have a serious chin. Like, they're machines. I'm giving them that much credit. But Stevenson's on another level when it comes to IQ and shit. That's my opinion, man. I agree with you.